Hello everyone and welcome to Rosebank Farm. In this video we're going to be doing some planting. I have a flower bed behind me that does have some special needs, and we're also going to be planting up a container that'll be in the shade. So right now I'm going to turn the camera around and explain to you about this flower bed that's behind me. This flower bed is both sun and shade. On the right side of this flower bed is full shade. It never gets direct sunlight because of the catalpa tree that's further to my right. And as we look to the left, even where the hosta are and the sedum, this is still mostly all shade. But if we come over here, this part of the flower bed on the road, on the bank, this part of the flower bed is in sun in the late afternoon and evening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be planting some shade plants in the front and some sun plants over here on this side. So for this project, I'm just going to be using two different kinds of plants. Both of them are white. I chose white because I have a flower bed next to this one that I've already planted up with pink impatiens. So I have a lot of bright color. So now I want something more restful and peaceful for the eye. Plus, I think white will go really well with the hosta and the angel figurine. So the two plants that I've chosen are, for the shade part of this flower bed, I'm going to be using white impatiens. And for the sunny part of this flower bed, I'm going to be using a wave petunia. So I'll also be using slow release fertilizer, and let's get planting. We'll get these flowers in the ground. Okay, I have the plants placed in a pattern that I think will look nice. I give some room around the angel in the front here, and then I go in a zigzag pattern a little bit. Then there are two Japanese iris that Garden Club ladies shared with me, and then one more impatient by the lobelia. So I think this will look really nice, and somebody's already got a head start on me. Look at that, the first thing I do is find a rock. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is water everything in really well, and then we'll mulch. Okay, I'm going to use some brown mulch. I like the color of the brown mulch. And this is left over from another project, so we'll see how far it goes.
The cameras are rolling, Mum. We're filling up the mulch bed.
I don't think it's a very flattering view of me.
It's a very flattering view, Mum. I got the view of the mulch. And of the moo cows. Hello, moo cows.
The next project we're going to work on is planting up a shade container. I'm over by my trampoline. This is full shade underneath the catalpa, and so we're going to use some shade plants. Last year I just used more pink impatiens to mirror the impatiens on the other side, but this year I want to try something different. So I have a coleus as my centerpiece. This one is called Red Bicolor. And I just really like the foliage, how we have that green and the dark chocolate in the center. And then I'm going to be using this impatient here. This one is a New Guinea impatient. So I think the color between the two of them, the difference in the foliage and the impatiens adding a pop of bright color, will look really pretty over here. The first thing I need to do to get this pot ready is to remove about half of the soil that's in this pot. It's got pine needles from the winter, some sticks, and we just need to freshen up the soil. So we're going to dig out about half of it and replace it with fresh soil. Okay, I've removed half of the soil out of the pot, if you take a look in there. And now we're going to add fresh soil on top of it. The main thing is you want to use a potting mix. When you're planting in a container, you want to make sure it says potting mix. The coleus is going to be my centerpiece. This will grow 18 to 24 inches tall and wide, and so it's going to fill out the center of the pot nicely. It's also hardy to 40 degrees, and we should be past the frost date in our area. I live in a zone 6, so let's plant right in the middle. And this has a lot of roots that are curled up, so we do need to tease these roots a little bit. We'll dig a hole and we'll get this placed right in the center. It likes to be kept semi-moist. So these are the New Guinea impatiens. They are a full shade plant, and they will grow 10 to 14 inches tall. And they will spread out 12 to 18 inches. So there'll be a nice step down from this at 18 inches, step down to 14 inches. So I think this should make a nice arrangement. So let's get these in the pot. I'm really happy with the way this planter turned out. The coleus in the middle will be my centerpiece at 18 inches tall, and the New Guinea impatiens around the side, I ended up using 7. Those will grow 14 inches tall, and I think the colors go really well together, and I'm really excited to see this planter grow up. It's a spot that we use all the time by the trampoline and the swing, and so I think it'll be something really pretty to look at. So I hope you enjoy seeing these flower beds and the container come together. Please subscribe to Rosebank Farm and like the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.